Alrighty, haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm going to just take a quick look at this gaming PC for $650 and who this is basically made for. It is a gaming PC. It doesn't have a very strong graphics card, but the GT 1030 can play quite a few games on low settings at 1920 by 1080 at like 40 to 60 FPS depending on what game it is, and you could probably run games like Fortnite with how it comes at like 100 FPS, well over 60. Um, so first off, the CPU is probably the bare minimum you want for 2021, which is an AMD Ryzen 3 3100. That is a 4-core 8-thread, which is perfect for streaming and gaming. It should last you a little while. It does have 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is on the low side, and 1 stick, which isn't the best, but there is another channel, so you can always upgrade to 16. Try to buy a match. If you can't, you'll have to buy a whole new kit. And then, like I said, the GT 1030, it doesn't say if it was a 2 gigabyte or a 4 gigabyte for the VRAM. Let's just take one quick little look. So the total storage is 1,240 gigabyte. 240 of that is a solid state drive, and the 1,000 gigabyte, 1 terabyte is an HDD, and it does run at 7,200 RPM, so it is actually a good hard drive, which is perfect for running your games on if you have everything else saved on an SSD. So it's not slowing it down. There it is. DRAM. Oh, it actually has decently quick 3000 speed, so that's pretty good. 3200 and 3600 is really where the Ryzen starts to pull away, but 3000 is much better than the 2400. That is usually the standard DDR4 speed. And yeah, can't really see how much VRAM it has, unless I'm getting my typical blindness where I ignore it. Oh, there it is, video RAM. So it is a 2 gigabyte VRAM, so that's not the best. 4 would be a lot better, but you can probably get away with it. Like, I used to use an HD 7000 2 gigabyte for Fortnite, and I was actually able to get over 100 FPS, about 120, so this should pull ahead of that. So you might even be able to get 144 if you got 16 gigabytes of RAM. The case is a deep cool. It is very well, it's not like super old, but it's not new. The problem with it is it has these little lines. You can put the fans on the other side, which most people do, so you could choose to do that, but honestly, if looks over function isn't the best thing to go by, the function of this being further back would allow more airflow rather than stuffing the fans in the spot right here and not letting too much air in. So it has feet that are decently high for the power supply. It does have cooling on both sides. It does have extra spots for fans on top to fast exhaust fans to push it out. I'm not happy that it's not a standard AMD cooler. I'll have to look at the pictures, but it does have RGB. It does have a color strip going down the side. So above all, the case isn't too bad. The motherboard is going to be cheap. The CPU is good. The GPU is meh, and the fans are good. So for 650 bucks, like, you really can't complain. Like, it's still hard to get stuff. Let's just see if we can spot some stuff. So it is XPG RAM. It is possible to find that. It doesn't look like it's a standard AMD CPU cooler, so I'm not like super pumped about that. I wish more people would just take pictures of the actual inside of the computer. Like, yep, your lights work. You got USB ports. Cool, cool, cool. That lights up. Neat. And what's the inside look like, man? I think that's the best we're gonna get. So it's definitely not stock. That looks like an ASRock motherboard, so it's meh. It's not the best, but if you are on a very tight budget and you want to start doing games or need a PC for schoolwork, this one is actually not too bad. I would upgrade the graphics card sooner than later, but for the price point of $650, you're going to be able to play, most games. The keyboard is okay, the mouse is kind of crap, but yeah, it's not too bad.